So to get to this stage, this is hours and hours and hours of nasty, hard work, all the body work. There's no other way to do it. You can only do this by hand.
I gotta say that it was well worth taking extra time. The panels look great. I think the car's gonna look awesome.
The cast members of Iron Resurrection became just as memorable as the cars they rebuilt. Joe Martin's vision and the crew's hard work made the show what it was. Fans tuned in not only for the custom builds, but for the team that made it happen. Over the years, some of those cast members moved on, leaving viewers curious about where life took them. Others stayed with the shop, keeping its spirit alive. So join us as we tell you about the cast members of Iron Resurrection and where they are now.
There it is, man. Can't wait to get the guys on it.
Cut it over a little, Jason.
And put the Martin Bros touch on it.
Let it roll, Shorty, let it roll.
The thing I love about this project is probably the #1 thing is we're in Texas. And in Texas, everybody loves trucks.
Joe Martin is the face of Iron Resurrection and the man behind Martin Bros Customs. He grew up fascinated by cars and motorcycles, teaching himself how to weld, paint, and fabricate. That hands-on training shaped him into a builder whose work blends precision with style. His big break came in the mid-2000s when he competed on Biker Build-Off, where his creativity caught national attention. On Iron Resurrection, Joe is the lead fabricator and painter. Every episode shows him guiding his crew as they track down old vehicles and rebuild them into showpieces. Fans respect him not only for his skills, but also for his leadership and his willingness to dive in and do the hard jobs himself. As of September 2025, Joe is fully independent after wrapping up with Motor Trend. He has shifted his focus to building content for his YouTube channel while still running Martin Bros Customs. The shop remains open to the public, where fans can stop by for tours and custom builds. Amanda Martin is more than Joe Martin's partner. She is the backbone of Martin Bros Customs. On Iron Resurrection, she handled the side of the business that viewers rarely think about. While Joe and the crew handle the wrenches, Amanda keeps the projects on track. She managed budgets, sourced rare parts, and kept communication clear between the shop and its customers. Before the show, Amanda built her career in banking, working with Wells Fargo in Texas. That experience gave her the skills to handle numbers and operations, which later became her strength on screen. She stepped into a male-dominated environment with ease and proved her worth episode after episode. As of September 2025, Amanda still works closely with Joe at Martin Bros Customs. Beyond cars, she has also taken on cancer awareness advocacy, using her platform to raise funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Aside from being a co-host, Jason Arrington brought humor to Iron Resurrection. On the show, he was often seen scouting for vehicles, negotiating with sellers, and using his charm to make the numbers work. Fans loved his ability to crack jokes while keeping the business side lively, which made him one of the fan favorites. Prior to joining forces with the Martins, Arrington worked in marketing and promotion. He spent years building a reputation as a communicator, which later helped shape his career in the industry. Presently, Shag remains active at Martin Bros Customs. He co-owns a company called Your Biker Gang in Texas, which offers electric mini-bike tours of the city. He also attends events and connects with fans online, keeping his personality in the spotlight. Jason Martin, Joe Martin's brother, has been part of Iron Resurrection since the very beginning. While Joe takes the spotlight as the face of Martin Bros Customs, Jason works more quietly in the background, focusing on fabrication and mechanical projects. Before the show, Jason had years of hands-on experience working with Joe at Martin Bros Customs. The brothers share a strong bond rooted in their childhood around cars and motorcycles, and it shines through on screen whenever they work side by side. Jason is not as active on social media as other cast members, and prefers to keep his personal life out of the spotlight. As of 2025, he is still an active part of Martin Bros Customs, working on customer projects and the occasional feature for YouTube now that the show has moved beyond Motor Trend. Mike Zabonic is the man fans of Iron Resurrection often saw when the job called for heavy mechanical work. Before joining Iron Resurrection, Mike worked as a welder and fabricator in Dallas, Texas. His years in the trade gave him the confidence to take on difficult jobs that demanded strength and precision. Mike's personality and sense of humor earned him plenty of fans. He was not as vocal as others on camera, but his contribution to each build was obvious in the finished product. As of 2025, Mike continues to work as a welder and mechanic in Texas. He takes on custom projects and restoration jobs, keeping close ties to the skills that first made him part of the series. While Mike Z was the welder with magic fingers, Javier Shorty Pon was the master painter responsible for giving the show's builds their final look. His sharp eye for detail turned bare metal into rolling works of art. Viewers admired the way he could take a simple frame and finish it with flawless paint that highlighted every curve and line. Before joining the show, Shorty had already built a career running Shorty's Custom Paint in Dallas, Texas. His shop was known for high-quality paintwork and custom designs, which made him a perfect fit at Martin Brothers Customs. However, after Season 4 wrapped up, Shorty stepped away from Iron Resurrection. He explained that the long filming schedule took him away from home, and he wanted to spend more time with his family while continuing to grow his own shop. Presently, Shorty is still active in Dallas, where his shop remains busy with custom projects. He also keeps fans updated through social media, posting about the cars he paints and his life outside the show. Phil Cato was another fan favorite on Iron Resurrection. On the show, Cato handled upholstery, interiors, and custom trim work, bringing the interior side of restorations to life. He was a notable part of the series for about 3 years before stepping away. According to reliable sources, he left the show to move to Atlanta to support his wife's career and to focus on his own business projects. After leaving, Cato continued his passion for custom automotive interiors under the name Cato's Custom Upholstery. As of 2025, Cato is now permanently based in Georgia, taking on high-end custom projects. He posts his latest builds on Instagram, where fans can still see and engage with his craft. But it wasn't just Shorty and Cato who left the show. Pompa and Manny did too. Speaking of Pompa, he was easily one of the funniest faces on Iron Resurrection. Fans remember him for cracking jokes and keeping the mood light in the shop. Pompa appeared in the early seasons working at Martin Brothers Customs as part of the crew. However, after a few seasons, he left the show. There was never an official reason given, which left fans curious. Some thought the endless jokes had run their course, while others believed he preferred life out of the spotlight. In the end, his departure was said to be for the same reason as Shorty and Cato's, spending more time with his family. As of 2025, Pompa has kept a very low profile, but fans still remember him as one of the most entertaining personalities to ever be part of the cast. Manny made his first appearance on Iron Resurrection as one of the shop's all-around helpers. He worked closely with Joe Martin and the crew, often taking on the smaller but essential jobs that kept the bigger projects moving. Fans appreciated his willingness to pitch in wherever needed, no matter how tough or dirty the task. However, after a few seasons, Manny quietly stepped away from the show. Unlike some of the more public cast changes, his departure wasn't explained in detail, which left fans asking questions. As of 2025, Manny has kept a very low profile. There have been no public updates about him. Even so, longtime fans of Iron Resurrection often mention him as one of the solid team members who helped the Martins in the early days. Brandon was another young face on Iron Resurrection. He was often seen assisting Joe Martin and the crew with tear-down work, sanding, prepping, and learning the ropes of custom car building. His role gave fans a look at how newcomers find their place in a seasoned team, and many enjoyed watching him grow in confidence on screen. Unlike veterans like Mike Zabonic or Shorty Pon, Brandon didn't come with decades of experience. Instead, his presence showed the teaching side of Martin Bros Customs. Joe and the others would guide him through jobs, from cleaning up parts to handling shop tools, giving him a foundation to build on. After his run on Iron Resurrection in 2021, Brandon left quietly. There was no official announcement about his departure, and he did not reappear in later seasons. As of 2025, there have been no verified updates about him.